We've all heard about the that girl routine. But have you ever thought about the journey of becoming that woman? Do you remember the times when we would see someone and be like, wow, when I grow up, I want to be her? The big question is, how do we actually become her? Especially if you're in your early 20s, life can feel absolutely insane. So much is happening and there's just an overwhelming amount of information that you need to process and you need to do stuff. It's such a strange phase because people expect you to have your entire life just figured out, but at the same time, other people don't take you seriously because you don't have enough life experience, which is basically just a nice way of saying you are too young to be taken seriously. It's such a strange period that can really make you question your self-worth, your accomplishments, your intelligence, and every single choice that you make, really. So, how do you bridge the gap between being seen as just a girl to truly becoming the woman you want to be? I'm so happy I have a cappuccino. Cheers. Amazing. First of all, you cannot let other people decide over your life. This is really the time to let go of what other people expect of you and to stop caring about what other people think of you. Everyone is going their own way, which is an absolutely beautiful thing. I think the older we get, the more we realize that living by someone else's standards and opinions is just not good for us. We need to make our own way in life. The truth is, people have so many opinions. Everyone around you is going to have opinions. Some people keep them to themselves. Some people don't. That's a decision. They can say whatever they want to. But the beautiful thing is, you do not have to listen to them. You don't have to live your life listening to these people's opinions and doing everything the way they think is the correct way to do it. I mean, your early 20s are usually the chance to decide how your life is gonna go, to pick a career, to choose a trajectory for your life. Why would you leave such big choices in the hands of others? One golden rule when it comes to not caring about the opinion of others and when it comes to making your own life decisions is to never take advice from someone who doesn't live a life you want to live. Think about it. You wouldn't take medical advice from someone who's not a doctor. You wouldn't take financial advice from someone who's broke. It just doesn't make sense, right? We can learn so much from the people around us. Sometimes that advice is really, really useful. And sometimes it is not. So ask yourself, does this person live a life that I would want to live? If the answer is no, then you know what to do. Any mature person takes accountability for their actions. You own up to your flaws, you admit if you did something wrong. Doesn't matter if it's something at a job or issues you're dealing with. A quote or a saying that I absolutely love is, "It may not be your fault, but it is your responsibility." That is so true in so many different cases and scenarios. Maybe you unconsciously sabotage every single relationship because you are afraid of people leaving. And hey, they cannot do that if you leave them first. That is also a case in which you're not being accountable for your issues. You need to be honest with yourself and not blame things like this on other people. It's not other people's fault that you don't believe that you're lovable, that you don't believe you're enough, that you have confidence issues or anything like that. I'm just giving like random examples here. It's not their fault. It also may not be your fault, but it is your responsibility to deal with that. You need to take responsibility for that, or otherwise nothing is gonna change. If you are enjoying this video, consider subscribing to my channel. I do a lot of videos about healthy habits, routines, health, fitness. I also do a lot of vlogs where I show what I do and how it works for me and what doesn't work for me. So make sure to subscribe. You also need to accept that you are not the victim of your circumstances. I think this is a really hard one to accept because it is so easy to blame the way we grew up, the way other people behave with us, really anything that everyone else is doing. But the question is, where are you gonna be in 10 years if you just keep doing that? If you just sit there and you feel sorry for yourself because you feel like you're the victim of your circumstances, most likely nothing's gonna change. No one is gonna come and rescue you. We need to realize that we have the power over our own lives. And that is such a beautiful and freeing thing. But it's also very scary. So the question is, what are you gonna do with that freedom? Are you gonna say, I am accountable for my life? and I am gonna go after my dreams. I'm gonna put in the work. I'm not gonna sit here and feel sorry for myself. I'm going to build a life that I love, even if maybe the circumstances in which I grew up were really unfavorable. Even if that happened, I can still make a decision to work on a better life for my future self. My past may have been bad, but my future can be good. Don't compare yourself to past versions of you. It is so easy to have this belief and to think that, yeah, me at 18, she was the most fit I will ever be. She was the most beautiful, the most energetic I will ever be. I will never be like that again. And you feel bad for yourself because you constantly think that that was your peak, that's it. Like, you will never be as beautiful, as fit, as energetic ever again, which is just not true. Growing up and maturing is such a beautiful thing. We get to go through these different versions of ourselves, each a bit more knowledgeable, a bit wiser, with a bit of more life experience. Our body changes, which is also such a nice thing. Like, yeah, we don't look like we did at 18 anymore, maybe. Isn't that amazing? And we get to experience all of these changes and all of these different versions of us. Just try to be the best version of yourself that you can be in this moment. Finding your style and dressing for you. When I was in high school, I really used to go after trends. I would be really influenced by trends, and I am not anymore. And that is amazing. I do love some trends. Like, there are some things that I say, I absolutely love that. I do want to wear that. But there are also trends where I can just honestly say, I don't want to wear that. So I'm not gonna buy anything like that. I'm not gonna try to dress like that because that is not my style. And I did not have this awareness in high school. It is so nice to mature and find your style, buy pieces that are more representative of your style. It is also so nice to experiment with new things, with things you would never wear. Maybe you like them, maybe you don't, it's fine, but still, it's a process of finding your style. And it is just so nice to put on something that makes you feel comfortable, makes you feel like you every single day, and that expresses who you are and really helps you show up as the best version of you, to show up as her, as that woman. That woman sets boundaries and speaks up for herself. This is really valid in so many scenarios, from studying, like university, work, friends, partners, family. I think there are so many scenarios where we need to stand up for ourselves. And there is truly an art of doing it in a respectful way, of not attacking someone. I feel like there's no reason to be reactive, to cause more drama. But if someone is doing you wrong, if someone says something that was disrespectful, if someone does something disrespectful, you need to speak up for yourself. You need to communicate even if it makes you feel uncomfortable, even if you are a shy person, if you don't like speaking up. You cannot just let people walk all over you because they're gonna keep doing it again and again and again. You really need to get over yourself. And I know that this is hard and this is uncomfortable, but there are just some people, sadly, I mean, I wish it wasn't like this, but there are some people who will not respect you unless you make them respect you. That sounds so aggressive. Unless you stand up for yourself. This is such a hard thing to learn, and it's really difficult and it's really uncomfortable, but it is essential. It is so important, because the alternative is that people disrespect you and you let them walk all over you, and it's just an endless cycle that keeps repeating yourself. And you have the power to stop that. You have the power to stand up for yourself, and you have the power to walk away from situations where you tried to make it work, but it didn't work. Having a clean, beautiful space that you feel comfortable in, it's such a that woman thing. Really. I was listening to a podcast the other day where a psychologist was saying that our brain basically likes beautiful things. There are actual benefits of having things that you like in your apartment, like putting up some pictures that you like, lighting a candle, just having like a clean, tidy and nice apartment that inspires you, that doesn't stress you out, it is just so worth it and so rewarding. And yeah, you usually need to clean that apartment, and I know cleaning is not fun, but the end result of cleaning, like actually having such a nice clean space, is so worth it. Taking care of your space is also such a grown-up responsibility, I feel like. So think about cleaning your space as almost like a gift to yourself, like you're doing something nice for yourself, for your mental health, for your peace and clarity. And you deserve to live in a beautiful space. Even if you are sharing an apartment or even a room with someone, you can make your own little space look and feel as beautiful and comfortable as you want it to feel. And just feel at home there. You deserve that. Healing. This is such a difficult and personal topic for so many reasons. You deserve to heal. You deserve to be at peace with who you are and where you are right now in life. You deserve to heal from past wounds, from self-doubt, any emotional baggage you might be carrying around and that might be holding you back. Healing or feeling the need to heal isn't a sign of weakness. If you think about it, it really just shows your strengths and all of the things you've been through. Healing is all about listening to your inner self, to your inner child, learning to forgive yourself, to forgive others, to move forward, to decide to move on from your past. It is such a vital part of growing into a better version of you, of growing into this person that you want to become. There are things that you need to let go, and there are things that you need to work on so that you can move forward with your life. You truly cannot let your past hold you back forever. You need to look forward. And for that, you need to heal. And you deserve to heal.